Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. They'll throw on first down with Penix. Flushed to his left. Now he takes off. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half. We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. And we are back at it with the third quarter. And they'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. First down. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. That's the way to get started. Pick up a 17 and a very quick first down. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. This one hot in the air and intercepted. Defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg their second pick-6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's one pick-6. But to get 2 pick-6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. It's a big run by Robinson. 33 yards. On first down, right back to Robinson. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Try again. It's second and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. And nice work there after the catch. He was a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Atlanta.
It's a gain of 14.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the fourth quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
Second and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Into the hands of Pickens. And that'll go for a gain of 7. It's going to set up third down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
From the gun, it's Penix. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on third and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They'll go again with Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Brings up third and 7.
A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on third and 7. That's going to be dropped underneath for Robinson. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Penix now under pressure. Now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line.
Penix sacked. Loss of 7 yards. It's second down and goal.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. The ball still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal. Throwing is Penix. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it. And that pass ball is incomplete.
And the story of the game has really been the inability of the offensive line to keep this pass rush away from the quarterback. And it's a big reason they find themselves here trailing in the fourth quarter. So as they turn to this passing game to try to mount a comeback, they've got to do a better job protecting the quarterback. I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just...
And that is caught on fourth and goal. They got him. Drake London. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back at this point. I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. On the handoff, this is Walker. And the defense strings him out. He'll fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You can tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. They get 21 on that one. First down, Seattle.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Trail green. Here we go. Here we go. Claws red. Yellow. 43. Slide blue. Hut, hut.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
Come on, set. Smash. Red 33. Yellow. Cut, cut.
He'll drop to throw. Open man. Downfield, it's Mitchell. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Now Jackson, this is a design run. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
Jackson on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Digba, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. The Bates kick is good. And the Seahawks will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. First down, it's Robinson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here's Penix. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here comes 2nd and 4. Another run here for Robinson. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. 14 on the pickup. It's good for a Falcon first down. A gift, and here comes Robinson. Finding room to the 20. And he will get into the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Atlanta.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Now Penix and the Falcons will line it up and go for 2.
Falcons will line up
To throw is Penix. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2.
18. John Parker Romo.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
22-yard line.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up. Hey, middle. Sit up.
A first down throw for Jackson. Now a shot here, deep middle. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the former Cal Bear, Noel Williams. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
34-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little, too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
There's so many elements of this play, Mike, that are just so impressive. Not only the ability to break tackles and make guys miss, but then the speed to say, okay, I can make guys miss, but I can also take it to the house. I mean, there's just not a lot of backs in the league that have that combination skill set. And they're fortunate for them, they've got one here, and he makes a big play here for a touchdown.
They'll return this from the 10. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. 2nd and 11.
Report.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12.
13. Report. Sit up.
Here we go. One final play. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. So the 12th man, a factor here, as it's a win for the Seahawks. They will continue on in these playoffs. They're now 1 step away from a Super Bowl appearance. We'll have a tough one coming up next Sunday in the conference championship game. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks. As we say, so long from Seattle.
Take that pain, pass it down like bottles on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh, there's no one left to call. You stay up counting down the days till you make your escape, but you're afraid you cannot run what's running through your veins.